Good afternoon. Welcome to a brand new week. How are we all doing? Trust you're all doing well. Nice to see you all once again. We thank the Lord for giving us the grace to be here again today. Let's just try and invite more people and then we will kickstart. Oh yes, I am joy, I am joy, I am eternal of joy. I am day, I am blessed. I'm just trying to invite people. I will start shortly after that. I am blessed, I shine bright. Let's see what can stand against him. How are we all doing? Happy New Week. This is one tough video for me to make today. I'm trying genuinely to psych myself up to do this. And the reason, I'll tell you why. We just cannot afford to take life for granted. Just trying to invite people. Okay, I'm a Muslim and you're wondering why she's singing that song. My mom was Christian by birth and she was a Christian for so long, so I don't think there's any church I've never been to. I know a lot of church doctrine, so as a result I have a very large open heart when it comes to religion. I see humanity first. Good afternoon, sis. How are you? How are we all doing? May the Lord Almighty be with each and every one of us. Let's stop the song and then we can kickstart. You know, sometimes life happens. So as a result, we just cannot afford to take life for granted. We cannot afford to. Every single opportunity we have, live every day as if it's your best chance at night. I don't know how many of you saw or heard about the accident in Excess yesterday that involved the death of a young lady. Yeah, she's a Nigerian and she's the daughter of one of our nurses. So I had the news this morning that really threw me off balance. So just trying to pick up, said, okay, whatever, we have to go on. It was bad enough that she was only 31, a young lady. But then when I then realized that she was the mom's only daughter, only child, that really messed things up for me. And I went into a very deep reflective tone, and it's a bit late to do this video than my normal usual time. Though I've been doing some admin work in the background, but I've not really been 100% myself. So the teaching, the essence is that every little opportunity we have, we can't take it for granted. Because to be fair, the next minute is not guaranteed to anybody. Tomorrow is not guaranteed to any one of us. So as a result, when we sit in our zone and we start to count pennies, or we don't see the need to do a bit of extra for ourselves, I think we are shortchanging life. That is the way I feel, because you just don't know what will happen. We can pray and be hopeful for the best. That is what we should do. But ultimately, I don't think we have full or absolute control about what can happen or what do happen. The only control we have really, right, is the fact that I did my best. And everyone should be able to be in a position where they can say, you know what, despite everything that has happened, despite the challenges life has thrown at me, despite all the negativities around me, I've tried my level best to stay ahead of the game. So it's a brand new week. Would you be able to look at yourself truly in the eye by the end of this week and be able to say, you know what, I did my best. I gave it my best shot. I put in my best effort. If you're genuinely able to look at yourself without minding what a third party around you or anyone around can judge you by or say that, oh, I motivated her to do that, then you will say you have won. There's this thing about being able to self-motivate yourself. Like, don't wait for someone to. That's why we are adults. Taking that self-consciousness, self-responsibility for our actions, knowing that, you know what, if anything were to happen now, I give it my best shot. Whether that is about your health, whether that is about your finance, whether that is about things that matters to you, that you would like to look at yourself and say, you know what, I actually actualized that. For instance, I remember when I wanted to do my first master's degree, I looked around my family. I'm from Kogi State, for those who don't know, and in my part of Kogi State, they don't really place a lot of emphasis on girl-child education. And my parents, being Muslim and all that, my father was a very hardened believer in education, but not my immediate family. So they really do not see the reason why my dad should send me to university. I remember when I got my first admission in Nigeria, it was a lot of hoo-ha. Why? She should go and get married. She's ripe enough, because that is what they generally do in my community. And my father, which is one of the reasons why I missed him so dearly, he stood firm and said, no, she will be the first one with all that full qualification in this family. It's not going to happen. She will go to school. And I fought on. As a result, I had to put like extra pressure that I needed to do well. Yes, and I graduated as the best graduating student in my school, and I'm very proud of that. But not just that. I set target for myself that, you know what, for every girl child that will be coming behind me, they need to be able to look at me and say, because she set that trend, because of her, we are going to do more. And second degree, then master's program, second master's program, that is the height. God willing, I'm the first person to have a master's degree program in my family, female. And that makes me proud, because I know those behind me, they have a new yardstick to follow. So in some aspects of my life, I am fulfilled, but I'm not at my peak. I'm nowhere near the peak I've set for myself. No. I wake up every day thinking about what is the next best thing that can be done. What is the next best thing I can do? And I think if you're able to get to that part in your mind, that what is the next best thing I can do, not just necessarily for health, but every aspect of your life, then you can look at yourself and say, you know what, irrespective, I'm at a zone where whether they talk to me or not, I can self-motivate. And that is where I'm starting my talk from today. Why? There is enough bad news all around to make everyone drown. I am telling you, all you need to do is put on your TV now. There are so many bad news going around. Economic bad news, health bad news, finance crashing and all. What should we be doing in that kind of economy? This is the time that we all need every positivity that we can summon ourselves to bring forward. So make yourself an example to be the shining light for everyone around you. That is really my next focus. Whilst we are taking care of our personal physical health, it's important to inculcate a bit of, not even a bit, a large amount of mental production, mental health to it as well. Otherwise, it's so easy to drown with all the negativity going on all around now. There's just too much bad news. Like, you wake up every day. The one I had this morning really it flattens me. But I had to went back to YouTube videos. I had to motivate myself again. You know, don't let yourself down. I'm not doing this to say you must do it. No, but I have to make sure I keep going so as not to let myself down, because there's a target I set for myself that you never know who will hear your video and that will click in their heads to make a decision that day that, you know what, today will be the day I will take self-responsibility, because this is the new era of self-responsibility. This is the new era of self-responsibility, of taking self-care deliberately. Sadly, no government is in a position to do it for us, especially for those of us in the UK that thought we had it mapped out for us. But everyone can now see. Even the guidelines are completely complicating. So as a result, you don't have a choice in the matter. Yes, the hospitals are there, but will the care be the same like they used to be? No, the cares are no longer the same. So do not let us deceive ourselves. Those days that you can get on the phone, get a GP appointment first thing in the morning, and you rush to your GP, those days are gone. And I think they are truly gone for good. I think so. I don't think we'll be able to return back to those kind of era that you can pick your phone and walk into your GP first thing in the morning anymore. Because GPs are human as well. Look at the ratio of all the GPs and the doctors around. I mean, most of them are black people, and all the statistics have now been there to make us know that because of who we are and what we look like, we are more prone. So everyone is being careful. So everybody is looking at other ways of working minimally. Hence, the reduction in the number of doctors, the reduction in the number of nurses, it's happening, sadly. Keep an eye on the news. I look at the number of mails I get every day for agencies looking for nurses, almost like begging you to come for shit. Now they're even putting the numbers of the number of shifts that are available in different hospitals so you can book shit. I've not been to anyone in that many weeks, and I'm not interested because I've looked at other priorities in my life and know that there are so many other things I can do. If we take self-care reasonably well, we will not need to depend on those tertiary institution of healthcare. If you prioritize your self-care, if you prioritize basic preventative stuff, we will not need to want to use the bed that they are creating for the second wave of COVID. Spain, 1 million people now said isolating, a law. UK this morning, they made it a law, £1,000 fine if you're contacted by the track and trace people, that you must stay at home, minimum, up to maximum of 10,000. Is this someone that has not been able to feed out? I think there's a lot of joke going around. The bottom line is, we are all adults, we are all responsible, and we should take that responsibility. So as a result, my routine is very simple. I was contacted by a lady yesterday who wanted us to use beetroot again this week. And I said, why? She said she's fallen in love with it and she wants to be reminded. So this is not my breakfast, it's going to be my lunch, because I've started the day quite a bit late, food-wise. But part of what we've been mandated to do is they've looked you in the eyes, they've told you, if you know you are obese, it's part of taking that self-responsibility now to start on a weight loss regime. No matter what that looks like for you, whether you want to take my plan or not, entirely up to you, or you want to do it on your own, the fact of the matter is you've got to do it. It's no longer debatable. That is number one. Number two, every one of us can research. Google is an amazing tool. Look at what can fit into your routine that you can do every day as a self-care thing, something extra. So the turn of this week, I'm going to call it one simple change. Whatever that is going to be like for you, make a simple change today. If yours is going to be that this week, every day this week, I'm going to drink 3 liters of water, 2 liters of water, start from something. Make a simple change. If yours is going to be that they've been talking about ginger, but I've not started, I'm going to start including it in my food every day from this week, make your simple change. If you've not been taking the beetroot with us like I've been advocating, because as black people is one of the things you need routinely, regularly to help manage those silent blood pressure issues that most of us have that we don't even know, make a simple change. If yours as a woman is the shelled hemp I mentioned last week that help us with the hormonal issues that most black ladies have. Most of us have background of hormonal imbalance. Almost at 90%. Hardly will you come across a black woman that will tell you that they are not anemic, they don't know someone who has fibroid. Now we are complicating all of that with type 2 diabetes, hypertension and all. So if yours is going to be that every day this week I'm going to be adding the shelled hemp to my diet, make that simple change. Whether we like it or not now is the new era of self-responsibility. So because I'm so used to it, I will take it a bit further ahead of many people because it's a routine for me anyway. So all this I'm just showing you is to encourage someone who might want to. I do them naturally even if I don't come on video. And that probably explains the reason to my glow. People ask, said I don't have any beauty routine or beauty tips. Your food is your beauty routine. If you eat well, trust me, you will glow naturally. It's a natural phenomenon. So those contacting me asking what cream, I don't have a specific cream. Bless my mother, she buys me Ori from Cotonou and she will send me the handmade coconut oil from Nigeria. I mix all of them together. I believe so much now in nature because genuinely it helps. So what are we making this week? Beetroot is back because it's a major part of what we need. If you haven't been, I am on a mission to convert every black people in this country, at least where we have easy access to beetroot, to be using it every day, to eat it every day. If not as snack, put it as part of your smoothie. If not as part of your smoothie, as part of your normal healthy routine. Why? It's one of the best fruit you can have that has the maximum amount of antioxidants and is a natural blood pressure reduction food. It's natural. Too many researches has been done around beetroot, around it giving you energy. It's got high nitrite content that will help you. Aside from taking your beetroot, what other things can you do? Let's focus on maybe blood pressure this week and look at our routine and see what you can do to start to help your blood pressure naturally, because I know it's not just about men. A lot of people, a lot of black people are on blood pressure medication in this country. With our men, it's a bit more complicated because they are not even taking their medication. As a result, most of them are stroking for stupid reasons that can be controlled because they are not taking adequate responsibility for their health. All has to change. Look at the salt content in your food. How much salt are you adding into your food? Some will tell you if they don't put salt on the table to add as extra to food, they can't eat the food. You don't need it. There are too many spices and herbs that can replace all that salt. Are you drinking enough water? For instance, stress, natural phenomenon, this time around. What are you doing about that? So if you've not been taking beetroot with us, we're starting with that. So throughout this week again, I'll be using the beetroot. I've got the shelled end, probably one simple recipe because that is great for hormonal imbalance, and I've been trying it out since last week. I've been using this every day. I intend to use it for at least 4 weeks to see the consistent effect of it, because for you to know that something is truly effective, you need to do it consistently. It's not something you do today, you leave tomorrow. Medicine doesn't work like that. That is the reason why for whatever ailment you're suffering from, they will tell you need to finish a course of medication and then ask you to come back for review. It's the reason why you can't use antibiotic in one day and expect to get a cure. It's the reason why so many people will be on lifelong medication for diabetes, and instead of it to be going down, they keep going up. So that is the reason why eating well has to be a continuous thing as well. It's not that you eat one apple today, said, oh, I've taken my one apple, it's fine. No, it can't be fine. Eating healthy, living healthy is a deliberate, consistent decision. Deliberate, consistent action. That word consistency plays a huge part if you are expecting to get maximum benefit from whatever you're doing. So as always, I start my day with my booster, but I've started my day quite early today. All I've had today is a cup of green tea. It's been a slow starting day for me. So I've had my green tea. It's about the first time for the first meal of the day. And as always, I'm not going to joke with my booster because I know my truth. My truth is that I'm one of those with not so much of a great hormone, and I know I absorb. It's very easy for me to pile on weight. So easy. I find it very, very easy. Sometimes if I drink water, it stays on me, especially when it's coming to that time where I get my period. I get swollen. It's been for so many years. So one of the things I do to keep that at bay is I take the booster, which automatically helps me to, cut down I won't be able to eat too much. So that's what it does. It helps to curb your craving so you can't overeat. So if you can't overeat, it helps to fill you up, keeps you fuller for longer. Why does it do that? The glucomannan in it, that's the function of glucomannan. So it's a root of konjac root tree. So you take that, extra fiber it is, 30 minutes or an hour before food, but I don't look at the time anymore, I just drink it. It's powder form, many of you have seen it. If you don't have it yet, you should be ordering it. It doesn't matter whether you're on the Juice Plus weight loss support plan, it's like a lifestyle plan. And how do you take that? 2 ways. You could either pour that in your mouth or mix it with water to drink. So either one is fine. It's an essential part of my daily routine because I know me. So that's it For some people, they will require more than one a day. Like if you're new on trying to lose weight, yes, you can have more than one. Of course, the more the fiber in you, the less the amount of food you eat in. And the less the amount of food you eat, the easier it will be for you to burn the excess fat you already have in your body that needs to go. It's as simple as that. That's how it works. So that's it. I only take one a day because I don't want to lose weight like drastically like that. I'm very comfortable with my current size. I'm a size 14. I'm happy with that. Where I'm coming from was a size 24. So at size 14, I'm really pleased with what I look like now. So all I'm trying to do is maintain that 14 to ensure it doesn't get out of that zone. And if I manage to creep to 16, I'm bringing myself right back down by putting myself straight in detox. So one of the things I do to ensure it doesn't go beyond that, I take my booster every day. If I want to come down to a 12 now, I will increase the booster. So maybe twice or thrice a day. I will know that some excess fat is going to go. Another thing that booster has helped me on is my tummy fat. It's really helped. Of course, because I'm not eating too much like I used to anymore, it only makes sense that everywhere you have excess fat will begin to go down. Of course, with activities, my activity, I don't go to the gym, but I do a lot of walking, and I've got treadmill at home as and when I need that. And some tummy exercises, if I feel like doing that, that's not a must. But walking, yes, it's important to keep moving as well. No matter how small, do something. So we do that. So this week, beetroot is back as a request from the lady who called yesterday. Yeah, thank you. So I'm honoring your request. We are back on beetroot. You want us to focus more on blood pressure this week. My sister will do that. Maybe every day be talking about one thing you can do to help bring down your blood pressure naturally. One of the things that really help to bring down blood pressure naturally is beetroot. Another one is your oats. You know, your normal, the one we call porridge back home, the porridge oats. Yeah, it's really good as well to help bring down cholesterol and blood pressure. It's about making your food, your medicine. So, one beetroot. Who is that? What are you doing there? Okay, so one beetroot. As a matter of must, ginger till Corona will be over every day. That must go in. Not because we know we've got Corona. We're only trying to prevent, because we know the first thing that nasty virus attack is usually the throat. It always attacks the chest first, and people start to feel wheezy, breathless, and stuff. It's the first thing. One of the easiest way of manage that excess. Not even excess in some instances. Some have that as a primary symptom. The shortness of breath and collection of mucus, that they can't breathe properly and difficult to bring up that mucus. That plug is one of the things that land people in ICU, that they can't breathe because there's so much excess mucus. Ginger is one of the things you can use to clear your chest. It's been used for ages. Most of us grew up with ginger. We were born with it. It's a natural spice. It's a God-given gift to us, human. So you should get into the habit of eating a lot of ginger. It helps with that chest symptoms. Even without COVID-19, you should eat a lot of ginger. If you are in diaspora, where we have a lot of, long winter months for cold and cough and flu, is great for that. So ginger goes in. I always get that question, how will you know the amount of ginger that is safe? It's not going to kill you even if you eat excess of it. No, it won't. But as a measure, if it can fit into the palm of your hand, it's good for you to have that. Me, I don't measure anymore. I just eat as much as I want. No one has reported that excess fruit and vegetable kills them. All it will do is send you to the toilet. You clear out. It detox. When you eat too much of it, it detox you. And when it's clearing you will know. And so you know when to stop. So fruits and vegetables can never be. It can't be excess in my book. So eat as much of it as you want to. I love that. And this one, I told you the effect of this last week, how we've been using this since Wednesday last week. Yes, I've continued, and I'm going to continue at least for a month, so that the one effect I can see right now is my sleep. I've noticed a huge shift in the way I sleep, really, really soundly. So for real, there's something in it that is helping. Another thing is very high in protein, very, very high source of omega that we all need, that nobody produces, and high in magnesium. Anything that is high in magnesium and potassium will help you lower your blood pressure naturally. It will do. But one of the claim they actually make with Sheldon is how effective it is for women's health. So you can't joke with that, because a lot of women with premenstrual issues, it's like that. They shell this one so it's open. It's actually like a seed, creamy as well, almost giving you that avocado-ish kind of stuff in your food. That's it. So I'm putting that. I've been using that. I'm waiting for more to be supplied today because I bought 10 of them actually from Holland & Barrett. When you eat them raw, it feels nutty in the mouth. It's diverse to use. You can put them in your smoothie, in your yogurt, in your salad, or just in the porridge. You can have it like that. Right? Those 3 stuff only. It's what I'm using today. All about high energy, good nutrients. And the last stuff, by now everybody knows what I don't play with. So I've switched, making a switch to my chocolate flavored shake this week. So I'm going to be using the chocolate because I finished my vanilla. So I'm waiting for my next supply to come in. It doesn't matter whether it's chocolate. The base of it is that there are 17 fruits and vegetables. They've just spiced this up with some chocolate in it. Still 120 calories, no more than that in each scoop. Can breastfeeding mom use that, please? Yes, absolutely, you can. I've looked into that because I got the question. Breastfeeding mom can. There is nothing wrong. You need to affect the health of the baby nor yourself. So it's safe, even in breastfeeding. Okay? So, I will be using a scoop of this, or half a scoop if I want, of my shake. Why do I promote the use of shake? It's plant shake. As a woman, we all need soy. How many of us actually get enough of soy? This is a soy-based shake. 13 grams of protein. The calorie content is not excessive. It's just 120 calories in each scoop. So it can be used as part of your healthy lifestyle routine. It's a whole breakfast or whole lifestyle maintenance shake. So when you want whole food, what we should be eating, yes. My vanilla is run out. I've run out of waiting for my part to come, but until then I'll continue to use my chocolate. Usually my kids love this more. They use it to make their chocolate drink at night. And I feel at ease when I give them this because I don't want like the conventional chocolate drink that is high in sugar and all that. I know when they make this, it's all fruits and vegetables yet again. So as a mother, I feel more comfortable. If they want to make muffin or make if they want to make their muffin or make their cakes or want to make their chocolate cakes or ice cream or whatever, I always encourage them, say go carry a pack of shake, go and make as many as you want. They put that in the freezer and they can scoop that and eat as much as they want. I feel at peace. Yeah? So we have to start them young as well. And part of starting them young is they see what you're doing, so they take a clue from you. You can't actually force a child to eat healthy. No, children don't learn like that. They learn from what they see us do. If you're not doing it and you're constantly telling your child, you're becoming big, they pick that habit from you one way or the other. They pick that habit from us one way or the other. And if you have a child that's struggling with childhood obesity and you want to correct that habit, it's important that you yourself start that living healthy habit so that they pick the next best way going forward from you. They will know that it's not a crash thing to do. They will know that it's a lifestyle that, okay, this is what mommy does. She's doing it every day. They will automatically join you on that path. That is what I've seen with my kids. I don't ask them to eat fruit and vegetable. But because they see that that is what I do, they are very comfortable with making shake in the morning as their breakfast before they go to school. I won't have to instruct them. Everybody makes their recipe, and that's okay. Okay, so we're putting that today. We're using the chocolate shake. So this is what I've got this week until I get my next supply. And as always, more water. Yet again, because with water, no one goes wrong with water. Water is life. Like I said, the more water you drink, actually, the more beautiful, the easier it is for you to move parts of your body. Water makes us free and subtle. Water reduces, constipation as well. So, for me, instead of milk, I use water. And if you're new on the plan, you want to use milk, as always, I will emphasize again, plant-based milk is the best one for us as black people, especially once we hit that golden age of 40. Because as our age increases, metabolism slows down. So you need food that you can easily process, that can easily break down in you. So I'm putting my water, standard rule 250 mils. If you want more, you can put more. This is not poison, so it doesn't matter. how much you use. If it is too light for you, you drink it like that, or you can put more shake to sweeten it. So that's it. I will be blending now. This is going to be very chocolatey in the way it looks and probably tastes, but I'm hoping the beetroot, the ginger will tone it down a little bit. So if you're wondering, as a diabetic, can I have this? Absolutely, because there is no sugar in it. There is no extra sugar in it at all. The sweetener in this is made from the plant stevia. You want to know that is? You could go Google that. Stevia is one of the natural sugar, natural sweetener that God has created for us to use as human beings. Okay, so now let's blend that. Mo do ariwo ke blender òṣìṣẹ́ láàárọ̀ yìí. A bit more. Okay, not bad. Interesting. Beetroot took the color actually. So I was hoping it was going to be chocolatey, but it's not. This is interesting. This is one of the things I say about the shake, that it doesn't matter what flavor you're using. Whatever you're actually using as the base is what will determine the taste you will get. So I can smell this and feel this already. There is nothing chocolatey in this. It's actually the beetroot. The beetroot has taken over from it. And there goes the lunch. Looking at that alone, it's yum. I love the color. I know this is going to taste nice, but above all, I know this is nutrient packed for my health. It doesn't matter what time of the day you have this, especially for those of us that sleep during the day and work at night. Right, that dangerous pattern, which makes us very easy for us to accumulate the fat around our tummy. You need things like this to ensure that you're not piling on excess fat as you're going. If you work on night duty, you need the booster, not necessarily as a weight loss aid, but as a nighttime aid. Because when you don't sleep at night, if you work at night, you tend to eat more. It's like you're telling the brain that I'm awake, so I need to be eating. It will expect you to keep up the energy. So what I usually do then, that I used to do night duty, was I take the booster to work. As I'm getting to work, I use one. So all I will just be doing is drinking. Unless I want to snack, I can snack on my shake, and that's okay. As opposed to when you're going on night duty, you're going with a bowl of rice. That's wrong. That shouldn't be the way. So, which is the self-responsibility part of it? The self-responsibility part is you dipping your hands in your pocket and spending money on things that will benefit you on the long term. I know when it comes to matter of health, most of us don't take it seriously enough because we don't see the immediate effect of bad choices. Like if you eat a bar of chocolate now, you eat it today, you eat it tomorrow, you won't notice the effect of that immediately on your waist. It's over a period of time. That's when you go to your doctor and then they are telling you your blood pressure has skyrocketed, or your cholesterol is now high, or you're suddenly feeling the pain, or you're suddenly feeling dizzy. Something will take you to the doctor and then they will do all your blood work and realize that, wow, it's not just one, but it's two. You know, one sad thing, most of these illnesses actually don't work. They don't go in isolation. Once blood pressure begins to go, shortly after that, blood sugar will follow. Shortly after that, you will begin to notice that each time I'm trying to walk, my eyes look somehow. It's like I can't see properly anymore. I don't know what that is. My leg just feels somehow. Oh, I just noticed that I don't sleep properly anymore. I'm just so tired all the time because I don't work in isolation. They call them a cluster. That they work like they work in cluster. It's probably the reason why you never see one person fail just one kidney. No, they go together. And guess what? The solution again to them, it's only when you try to fix one, the other usually gets fixed as well. Especially if you're approaching the fixing from the healthy lifestyle perspective. You won't have to do something extra to fix your blood pressure. The same way you're eating healthy, as it's helping you manage your blood pressure, so is equally going to be helping you to manage your blood sugar, so it will equally be helping you to cut your cancer risk, so it will equally be helping you to, adjust the highs and all. It's one solution fits all is the idea behind living healthy. As you're taking more walk, you're walking more. As that walk is helping you to sleep better, relieving stress, is equally helping you to manage your blood pressure. It goes like that. So it's one solution to a lot of problems. The question is, when will you take that self-responsibility? It's up to you and I to determine how soon you want to start. I'm really hoping and praying that this stupid virus will go away now, because it's getting boring and getting frustrating. However, is the death rate increasing again? Sadly, so it is. They are beginning to report it. 2/3 of Wales is now on lockdown since last night, right? So we cannot pretend that it's not there, but what we can decide to do is face it head on and deal with it, learn to live with it in the most constructive way. And what is a constructive way? Taking the decision, 70% of that is your food. They are saying it now, they are hammering it. You can't get away from it. It's the truth. Because it's the only thing that they know now that works. The almighty vaccine that everybody is waiting for is nowhere to be found. And from all indications, sadly, the vaccine is not even going to work for everybody. They've reported that already. I remember sometime in March that I was talking about vitamin D. I remember getting a lot of attacks from the people in the medical background. Where did you get that from? There's no research about it. I said, well, none of my business really. Even if there is no known research, I know that taking vitamin D will help you with building immunity and helps with the lung symptoms. So what is wrong with saying our community should take more? I remember having that conversation with a doctor. I was so happy to contact him on Saturday that, wow, have you seen your evidence? Formally published now from Boston in Massachusetts University. Yes, vitamin D actually helped to reduce the coronavirus symptoms in black people. Is now put down to paper, researched. And I posted the link. Whoever is interested in reading, to go and read it. So sometimes when you hear information, if it's not going to kill you, why won't you start it? If it's not going to destroy you, if eating healthy is not going to destroy you, if it's going to give you one benefit, just start. And the same attitude I have with taking my fruit and vegetable capsules. Sis, but the idea of taking capsules in the fruit and vegetable capsules, say yes, to me is genius, because I know there is no way I can eat enough fruit and vegetable I need. So if that helps me to bridge the gap, why won't I do it? Since I've been taking it 3.5 years ago, I've not had any need to sleep on any hospital bed. Unlike before, that myself and my daughter are a regular visitor at Evelina Children's Hospital. She's not had a single admission since 3 years ago. Never. Prior to then, there is no year we don't have an hospital admission for our asthma. And if not the asthma, there will be something else. But no, so for me, if it can help me to prevent unnecessary hospital admissions, that we're reducing the amount of cold and flu we have every year, reducing asthma symptoms, why won't I continue to promote that? If we are waiting for stupid research that is going to justify the way we've been waiting and waiting, sadly people are dying. I called a doctor on Saturday and said, well, I hope you have seen your result now. You were waiting for a research outcome. Finally, we've got it. What difference will it have made, especially all of you in the healthcare industry, and your mouths are shut? I don't know why. If you have information, pass it on. Help your community. Talk in your churches. Talk in your mosque. You never know whose life you'll be able to change. I remember his attack. He called me and was yarning rubbish to me on the phone. Oh yeah, where did he get that from? Coming on social media, telling people to get vitamin D. I said, yes. Yes, because I've looked into vitamin D. If it's not going to help them with the heart symptoms because you don't have the research, at least we know it will help to cure the osteoporosis symptom. And one of the things COVID does is give you extreme muscle pain. Everybody that had COVID will tell you they couldn't get up, their leg feels like their leg was dying. It attacks every part of your body. So if you think it won't help with the heart or the chest symptoms, at least it will help them with all that muscles and the joint issue. What is wrong? And we know that black people in diaspora, many of us don't get enough suns anyway. So as a result, most are vitamin D deficient. So if they take extra, what difference would that make? Not everyone is on it. So I was really happy to gloat it right to his face that finally we have the research. And they directly said it, that yes, within the black community, vitamin D will help you reduce the COVID symptoms. You can imagine how happy I was to post that on my page. And I forwarded it to him. Have you seen this, doctor? I hope you can now go out and tell your people to go get vitamin D. At least you can now go out and tell them. Because now we know not everybody will get the blood test to check the level of vitamin D in the blood. Because that services no longer exist as much as it used to. So whatever you can do to reduce symptoms around you, do it. Self-care is the next way forward. It used to be, when I was training back in Lut then, that preventative health was an African thing. Curative health was European mantra, because they have the structure, they have the facilities, they have the researches, and they have the big hospitals. So we were focused more on preventative health back home because we didn't have money. Unfortunately now, can you now see? Even European now is now back to preventative health, which means everybody is going along that primary care prevention is always better than cure. So part of my own prevention routine is taking my fruit and veg in capsule. If it's not going to kill me, if it's going to give me one benefit, I shall continue to take it with myself and my family. Yes, I'm spending more money, so what? It's my health. May the Lord forbid that they call back home now that someone needs money to rush to the hospital. I will give. So why will I not spend my money to buy good health for myself? Part of my health routine is my fruit and veg capsules. One that I don't joke with, but not just for me, for my children. A ray of testimony. By the way, I'm not making any medical claims that it will cure whatever. But guess what? We all know the benefit of eating more fruits and vegetables. Is a no-brainer. The more fruits and vegetables you eat, the better your health outcome, the better prevention of illnesses, the better the sleep, the better constipation eases up. Fruits and vegetable, it's a no-brainer. And that is one of the things I feel whoever came up with this research of putting them in capsules, knowing that we can't have enough by going to the supermarket, it's genius. See, I've only used 3 ingredients for this. Is it possible for me to have 30 fruit and vegetables to blend them every day? No. But is it possible for me to have 10 fruits in capsules as powder form? Absolutely yes. Is it possible for me to have different kind of berries that I know I cannot be buying every day in capsule? Elderberry, cranberry, who's going to buy that? Is it possible for me to have them in capsules? Absolutely yes. And as a result, I'm doing that. Is it possible for me to have safflower oil, tomato seed oil, pomegranate seed oil, algae in capsule and I swallow it? Yes. But is it possible for me to buy them naturally and no, it's not. So as a result, I can do this. One of the solutions that I feel this company has solved that people don't really talk about is the fact that when you go to your Holland and Barrett, you can buy mocha, you can buy elderberry, you can buy so many things. How many of them do you really take every day? I visit people and I see their bowl, huge box of preventative medicine that they bought from different areas. And then you ask them, how many do you take in it? So says, you know what, they get too much, I don't take them. This is the reason why I feel, apart from this, I don't take anything else, apart from the vitamin D. Because this has got the vitamin C I need, it's got the vitamin E I need, it's got the folic acid I need, it's got the nutrient from 30 fruits and vegetables, all the berries that I want to buy, acar berry, elderberry, every berry that you buy one. It's got all of them combined. So it solved that problem for me, and that's why I really feel so optimistic about encouraging everyone to get as much of them as possible. Use them for you, use them for your family, especially your husbands. Those ones that won't listen, African men. Right? We can't say too much of that. It's the era of self-care. God keeping us alive. We'll be back again tomorrow to keep pushing this agenda, because really we have no umbrella to run under now. We can't run anymore. We can't, there's nowhere to run to. Suddenly, 2020 has actually showed us that there is no country in the world that is totally safe. America used to be the gold standard. Who has the highest number of deaths in the world now? The same America. Even the rich in Nigeria are now scared to come. Everyone is now scared. But they were the one everybody used to respect. It's no longer like that. So the one we respect now is our own innate decision. And I'm going to leave you with that. What decision will you make today? Will today be the day you will choose to take self-responsibility for your health? You answer that question. Because tomorrow is not guaranteed to any one of us, make the decision that will suit you and your family. If you want my capsules, they are always there. www.roncare.juiceplus.com. It's never going to go away. 10 years down the line, I will still continue to promote this. Because I just overwhelmingly believe that the more fruit and vegetable you eat, the better your overall health will be. It solves 70% of all health issues. It solves it. It prevents a lot of things. So I would rather prevent all those nasty stuff than wasting my money or wasting my time to want to go visit the hospital. And like someone said to me on yesterday, that she read a quote that says, if you think eating more fruit and vegetable is expensive, if you think spending money to buy preventative fruit and vegetable is expensive, have you priced cancer lately? And I sat down and said, wow, what a deep way to think about this. Because when we look at the price of cancer, the first thing that comes to our mind is money. No, the price of illnesses goes beyond money. The mental torture, the issue we leave our young children with, families living without their loved ones. It's a long, long road that many people don't want to plow. So if you have a choice in the matter, make the right decision. My numbers remain the same, 07877254559. Come get your supply. This is not the time to count pennies. It's not the time to worry about money. It's actually the time to take action. No one is going to do it for you. Mine is to talk to you about it. Yours is to make the decision to use it. Wow. Okay, so for a taste, this is not bad. That's a very good one. Now this is going to come again. I take it in front of you to show you how easy it is. You don't want to take the capsule. You can open them up, right? Just mix it in it and swallow it like that. It's not difficult to do. Children take this, and you don't want to swallow, you can chew. I insulate myself with good nutrition. And so, you should. Whichever one suits you, come try it. Waking up tired every day, you need them. I love you all. I shall see you again tomorrow by the grace of God. If you've been thinking, wanting to be part of what I do, encouraging people to live healthy, first you encourage yourself, by the way, inspiring yourself to live healthy, and then inspiring others and getting paid to look good, feel good, and encourage a positive change in your community, come be part of my team. It's only £50 to register in the UK, €50, €60 in most countries in Europe, $52 in America, and we are growing and growing rapidly all around the world now. We've just recently opened in Mexico, one franchise giving you access to different parts of the world, including New Zealand, Australia, Portugal, now in the horizon. The South Americans is following suit. This can truly revolutionize the way you live and genuinely change your life, answer a lot of questions, health question, financial question, life questions, friendship question. You know, you belong to a thriving community of people that wants a change and the best for themselves. Contact me on 07877254559 or simply go to my website at www.ronke.juicedust.com. We're a very happy community. This is what we do, inspiring positivity everywhere we find ourselves. Thank you so much for being part of this. I shall see you again tomorrow by the grace of God. Whatever you do, make the best decision for you and your family. I love you all. Do have a great day. Kindly help me share the video. Let's continue to create more awareness in our community. The bigger the move, the bigger the awareness, the better all of us will get for it. Do have a fantastic day and enjoy whatever is left of the sun. Bye for now.